If you really want to make your dreams come true one day, then listen to what these characters are saying in this video. You'll start understanding why so many people love watching these movie scenes over and over again. Hi, I'm here from an English learning channel, and today we're going to learn English with movies. Specifically, we're going to look at some of the most powerful and inspiring movie scenes ever made. These scenes can help you to improve your English listening skills. They can also teach you new English vocabulary, and they can motivate you to be more successful in life. So if you're ready to become a better English speaker and to level up in life, let's get started. Let's start with this well-known scene from the movie, The Pursuit of Happyness. In this movie, Will Smith plays Chris Gardner, a single father who is trying his best to take care of his young son, while also trying to create a better life for them both. Chris goes through many challenges and struggles while trying to find a job and get ahead in life. But he never gives up on his dreams for himself and his son. He keeps pushing forward, and eventually he succeeds in the end. Now let's watch this part of the movie again. It's time now for our first pause. Let's look at some of the most important phrases and words. Don't ever forget, you are amazing. Chris says this to his son to motivate and encourage him. You're gonna make it? This is another expression used to tell someone that they will succeed. No matter what happens, no matter how difficult things get, don't ever give up on yourself. This is an important lesson about never giving up on your dreams and goals. It's not what you look at, it's what you see. When you look at something, it doesn't matter what that thing is. What matters is what you choose to focus on and what you choose to believe. There's no such thing as a life too ruined to be good again. Even if you feel like your life is completely ruined, you can always turn things around and have a happy and successful life again. The next phrase contains an idiom. It's hit rock bottom. To hit rock bottom means to reach the lowest or worst point that you can imagine. In this scene, Chris Gardner tells his son that even though they might be going through a difficult period in their lives right now, this is not the end of their story. He tells his son that they will make it because he believes it to be true. Then he uses the phrase, "Do you want ever give up on yourself?" to remind him that no matter what happens in life, he should never stop believing in himself. He then shares an inspirational quote with his son. It's not what you look at, it's what you see. This teaches us to be aware of the power of our thoughts and beliefs. Even when things seem very difficult, we can still choose to believe in ourselves and our ability to succeed. Finally, Chris Gardner tells his son, there's no such thing as a life too ruined to be good again. This is a hopeful message for anyone who feels like they have made so many mistakes that there is no hope for them. But the truth is that we can always change our lives for the better, no matter how difficult things may seem. I think this scene is very powerful because it shows that even when things are at their hardest, we can still choose to be positive and to believe in ourselves. Chris Gardner's words to his son are very encouraging, and they teach us to never give up on our dreams. Now it's time for our mini practice section. Repeat after me. I know these sentences are quite long, but try your best to say them out loud. If you want to pause the video to repeat each sentence more slowly and carefully, that's fine. Don't ever forget, you are amazing. You're gonna make it. No, 2. No matter what happens, no matter how difficult things get, don't ever give up on yourself. No, 3. It's not what you look at, it's what you see. Number 4. There's no such thing as a life too ruined to be good again. Also, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Okay, now let's go back to the movie and watch the next part. Now it's time for our second pause. Let's look at some of the most important phrases and words. Look at you. Look how far you've come. This is a way of saying that you should be proud of yourself because you have accomplished a lot. You just have to trust the journey. This means that sometimes in life, we need to trust that everything will work out, even if we don't understand what is happening. You can do it. Believe in yourself. This is a way of telling someone that you believe that they can do something difficult. You are telling them that you think they are capable of doing it. At this moment, Chris Gardner has just secured an important job that will change his life and the life of his son. In this scene, he looks at his son and tells him to remember how far they've come and to never forget all that they've been through together. He encourages his son to trust the journey and to believe in himself. These are important lessons that we can all learn from this movie. Sometimes in life, we just need to trust that everything will work out even when things are difficult. We need to believe in ourselves and our ability to succeed. Again, It's time for our mini practice section. Repeat after me. No one, look at you. Look how far you've come. No. 2. You just have to trust the journey. No. 3. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Let's keep going. Now it's time for our third pause. Let's look at some of the most important phrases and words. Life is hard. Everyone will face big problems at some point in their life. However, it's important to remember that we can control how we react to the difficulties that life throws at us. We may not be able to choose what happens to us, but we can choose how we respond to those events. Asterisk, the decisions we make in response to challenging situations will determine the direction of our lives. Asterisk, don't ever give up on yourself. Never, never, never. As the movie comes to an end, Chris Gardner's son asks him, "Why do I have to work so hard?" Chris responds by explaining the realities of life. Life is hard. Everyone will face big problems at some point in their life. However, it's important to remember that we can control how we react to the difficulties that life throws at us. We may not be able to choose what happens to us, but we can choose how we respond to those events. The decisions we make in response to challenging situations will determine the direction of our lives. Chris then repeats the phrase, "Don't ever give up on yourself." Never, 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 to emphasize the importance of perseverance in overcoming challenges. Overall, this scene teaches us that while life will always throw challenges our way, it is our attitude and reactions to these challenges that will ultimately determine our success. It's time for our mini practice section. Repeat after me. No one. Life is hard. Everyone will face big problems at some point in their life. No. 2. We may not be able to choose what happens to us, but we can choose how we respond to those events. No. 3. Don't ever give up on yourself. Never, never, never. Now, it's time to watch the rest of the movie and see how Chris Gardner's story ends. Before we move on to the next movie scene, I want to talk about something really important. Learning English takes time and effort. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Keep practicing and you will improve. Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are a natural part of the learning process, and they can actually help us learn and improve faster. It's time for our mini practice section. Repeat after me. No one, but you can't win unless you get out there and try. Now let's watch the rest of the movie and see how Rocky's story ends. Learning English is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride and celebrate your progress along the way. I know you can do it. You've got this. Thanks for watching today. See you soon in the next video.